hair is such a mess, but luckily it's beanie season. I've been wanting to tell this story for a really long time, and I haven't yet because, I don't know, it's like completely irrelevant to anything else that's on this channel at all, but I don't know. I don't even know if I'm a good storyteller either. I want to tell it anyways. It's getting colder, at least where I live, and it's reminding me of winter. It's reminding me of this very traumatic thing that happened to me in the snow. Now, I love snow, but like this experience made me have a little bit of beef with snow. So this occurred in February, not the most recent February, but I think it was like February of 2019, I want to say. 2 Februarys ago. This was before the kids were born, so we could travel. Like, I just can't travel now. They're just cats. So if you don't live in Michigan, the Upper Peninsula, it's like that top part of Michigan. It's really beautiful there. So one day, in a nice pre-COVID winter, my boyfriend approached me and was like, "Want to go to the ice caves?" And I was like, heck yeah, I want to go to the ice caves. I don't know what that is, but that sounds sick. Dude, let's go to the ice caves. So we went to the ice caves. We got in my car and we traveled up to the Upper Peninsula, stayed there for one night. I have really fun memories from this trip. It wasn't all bad, but there were some bad things that happened. Before the shit show started, we went to the ice caves. They were really awesome. It was really fun. Things started to get a little bit debatable on our second day, and now there were 3 things that occurred, and they were all because of snow. And the third one is like the main traumatic one for me, but I'm gonna tell you about all of them because they all happened in the same day. So just a little background. I grew up on the West Coast and basically like never had to deal with snow or drive in snow. I experienced like snow days every once in a while. They were definitely rare. And I basically, before I moved to Michigan, didn't have very much experience driving in snow, maybe like a little bit. I thought I knew what I was doing. I was like, oh yeah, I've driven in snow before a couple times, like never had any problems. So like, I know what I'm doing. It was a snowy ass day, and on our way out of the town that we were staying in, we wanted to stop by, I don't even remember what it is anymore, just some sort of landmark, some sort of nice lake area or something, I don't remember. I don't even remember what we were trying to see because, okay, the snow is just getting heavier and heavier as we're driving, and I do remember at one point we were like, should we actually just like turn back because it's getting like kind of hard to drive. We're just like creeping along the snowy road and it's just getting thicker and thicker and we don't want to just get stuck. I have kind of a big car, it has 4-wheel drive, so I was like, I don't know, I think we're fine. Like, I think we can make it. Basically, we pull into this parking lot, which we can't even see any of the parking spaces because it's all covered in snow. The snow's coming down harder and harder by the minute, and I think we were the only ones there. And we pull into the lot, and before we know it, we are stuck. We cannot move the car. We have just found ourselves stuck in this clump of snow. And we ended up having to call AAA, have them tow us out, but that took like a while for us to decide because I don't know, we were like, should we like try to dig ourselves out even though we don't really have a shovel? But like, as we were digging, the snow just keeps coming down. Eventually, we call AAA, they get there, we get out safely. We don't even bother like exploring around this lake or whatever that we wanted to go to. We're just like so done with everything at this point already. We're just like, let's go home. It's like a 6-hour drive or something back to where I live. So we're like, let's just start the drive home now. We're just done with everything, let's just go home. But little did we know, things were about to get worse. Basically, there's a bridge between northern Michigan and southern Michigan, and that's the only way to get between the two. Like, you have to cross this bridge, right? And so we're like almost halfway through our drive and we approach the bridge and it's closed. It's closed because of the snowstorm. The visibility is too low. It's too dangerous to drive on the bridge, so they had to close it. We drive up to like the entrance of the bridge. We approach like the bridge attendant, I don't know, and we're like, when is the bridge gonna open? Because we need to get home. We still have a long drive ahead of us. My boyfriend has work tomorrow. Like, we planned this out so we could get home tonight. We have to get home. So when's the bridge gonna open? And this guy's like, how am I supposed to know when the storm's gonna clear up? Might be 20 minutes. Might be 2 days, who knows? Okay, cool. So we pull into a gas station parking lot, or maybe it was a McDonald's parking lot, I don't remember. But we basically like got off the freeway and pulled into a parking lot, and we actually like looked up on our phones if there was any like alternative route we could take that doesn't involve crossing the bridge. And I think like the only other way to go was like go back up and go like through Wisconsin or something, and it would be like an extra like 12 hours or something crazy. Okay, so we can either wait here for a who the hell knows amount of time, or we could take the risk and drive through Wisconsin and get there in 12 hours, which like we were already kind of exhausted at this point, you know, like we've been through a lot. So we decide we're just gonna wait in this parking lot. And it only ended up being, I think, like 1 or 2 hours until they opened the bridge again. So a bit of a delay in our trip, but all in all, not the worst thing ever. We had a warm car, we had snacks, so all good, right? But little did we know, things were about to get worse. We go over the bridge. Yeah, it's like really sketchy, the visibility is really low, but we make it safely over the bridge and we continue on our journey. And the storm is getting worse and worse, and at this point I think it's like midnight or like 1 in the morning, I think, and the visibility is super low. Like even with, you know, like headlights on and everything, it was just like a void of black with like swirling and twisting snow everywhere. Couldn't really see the road ahead very well at all. So sketchy. Any normal person would probably be going like 20-40 miles per hour on the freeway. But I mean, we were switching off driving, and I think we were both kind of trying to like keep up with the speed limit, like probably going like 50 or something. We were definitely like really wanting to get home already. We were like exhausted. Again, my boyfriend had to work in the morning. It was already really late. We had left our cat at home, even though we didn't have kittens yet, as I said. We left our cat alone for the first time, so we had no idea how she was doing. We just wanted to get home. So we were going pretty fast, and it was my turn to drive. I was definitely going pretty fast. I was passing people, you know, like thinking, well, I have 4-wheel drive. I have a car that's like good for this type of thing, so I'm safe, I'm good, nothing bad could happen to me. Now, this all happened really, really fast, and it was genuinely like pretty traumatic for me, so I don't know how well I'm gonna be able to remember this. Basically, I was driving, I was going really fast. Luckily, like this is the best part. I was pretty much completely alone on the freeway at this point. Like I had passed people way back. There were probably people way ahead of me, but like on this particular stretch of freeway, I was completely alone. And that fact probably like saved my life. I'm going fast on the freeway in this crazy blizzard at 1 in the morning, and it's super icy on the freeway. I think we were on a turn, like you know how freeways have like slight turns. It wasn't even like a sharp turn or anything, just like a slight freeway turn. I make this turn and I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden I feel the wheels start to slip. Before I know it, I am sliding, I feel the wheels sliding, and all of a sudden I don't have any control of the vehicle. I cannot maneuver it to where I want it to go, and I feel it slipping, and this is hard for me to remember. It happened so fast, but suddenly we're spinning really fast. We're turning, we're backwards on the freeway, spinning this way, like all different ways, and I was like, you know, I'm not gonna try not to swear too much on this channel. I'm trying to be YouTube friendly, but like I was just like swearing, like going like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And my boyfriend just very calmly turns to me and he's like, don't hit the brakes, take a deep breath. You can do this, like while we're literally like spinning on the freeway, and I'm like freaking the fuck out. Okay, as I said, this all happened really fast, so I don't know like actually how long we were spinning for or anything like that. I don't remember the exact like pattern of where we went. My life like flashed before my eyes. Basically, like, you know how on the freeway, like if you're in the mountains, there's just like, there's freeway, and then on both sides of the freeway, it's like mountains just go, they're up. So I don't know how to describe it in the best way possible, but basically we shot up like the side of the freeway, like up a mountain, and we shot up backwards. So the butt of my car went up first. And because it was like completely covered in snow, as soon as we like shot up there, we were just we didn't like fall back down. We were just like anchored up there in the mountain on the side of the freeway. And as soon as we stopped and were completely still, I just burst into tears. Like I was just sobbing, uncontrollably. It was not chill, but after I took a minute to calm down and we made sure like the car still worked, everything seemed fine, we were able to inch back down this slope towards the freeway. And luckily there was like pretty much no one on the freeway still. Like every few minutes a car would go by, but we had like plenty of room to merge back onto the freeway. And once we were back on, I definitely went a lot slower for the rest of the drive home. And we got home safely and everything was fine. Even to this day though, I get a little bit triggered. I don't know what other word to use there, but like when I drive in the snow on the freeway, yeah, I used to love snow. Like I used to have absolutely no beef with snow at all before this happened to me. Now that it's happened, I do kind of like, I'm kind of like not really wanting it to snow, which is sad because I always like romanticized snow. Like, oh my god, snowflakes, like it's so cute. But like after this experience, I'm not looking forward to the snow this winter. I have to be honest. Snow is dangerous. Mother Nature does not give a fuck about you, dude. Like, she's crazy. She just does what she does, and you gotta be prepared. If you're one of those people who was like me and will take the risk to drive fast or drive at the normal speed limit even when it's like a crazy snowstorm, just because you have big tires or four-wheel drive or whatever, don't do that, because anyone can get in a crash. Like, it doesn't matter what kind of car you have. Even if you have somewhere to be, like, it's better to just be safe than to take that risk. It's just not worth it. Like, better safe than sorry, as they say. If there were other people on that freeway, we probably would have hit them when we were spinning around. It would have been like a much bigger deal than it was. Oh, so thankful that there was no one else there and we were able to get out of that situation like completely unharmed, other than, you know, the crippling emotional damage. Just kidding, it's like really not that bad. I only ever think about this, or like I'm only ever like emotionally affected by this when I'm like driving on the freeway in the snow, which I try to avoid as much as possible. If I do, I like go in the slow lane slowly, because like, yeah, if you've like driven in the snow just a couple times and you think you're an expert, you're not an expert. I hope you guys liked watching this. There's my traumatic story. I don't know if this was interesting to hear because it's like not that crazy, but I don't know. It was like crazy for me, for my like little dumb life. That was like a really big event for me. I hope we actually get a fall this year in Michigan. Last year we didn't really get a fall. Like, it snowed so early and then all the leaves died. All the trees were like bare. I hope we like actually get a fall. I used to love winter, but I don't know, after that experience, I think fall is gonna have to be my favorite season. Maybe you can learn something from this. Please drive safely. That's all I have to say. I'm gonna go. I hope you guys like this. Bye.